just look at how healthy and shiny, and just look at the body, the volume. Everything was just giving what it was supposed to give. Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Akivia if you don't already know, and today we about to tame this head of mine because it's time. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by washing my hair. I'm using Dyson Essentials Oat Protein and Henna Deep Cleansing Shampoo, and then I'm gonna use my Moroccan Oil Moisture Repair Shampoo and the Hydrating Conditioner. So just to go a little bit into detail about how I shampoo my hair, I start off by detangling my hair before I wash it, and I'm just using a wide tooth comb. You can use a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush, whichever is best for your hair. I consider my hair to be fine, so either or really works for my hair. Now, what I will say is when washing your hair, especially if you're wearing your natural hair, like if you're doing like a silk press or just, wearing your actual hair, I always shampoo my hair 3 times, okay? And I also do this with my clients. Now, if you're doing a regular style, 2 times is enough. One, that's not going to do anything. But for me, I like to shampoo my hair at least 3 times because that just ensures that all of the product and everything is out of my hair, because that's how I know that my hair will have a lot of body, when you know for sure that, okay, my hair is completely clean. Now, I'm going to use the products that I just showed you in the exact order that I just showed you. I start off by using a cleansing shampoo first, and then I go in with the moisture shampoo and my hydrating conditioner, okay? So, I just start off by washing my hair. Now, when washing your hair, you don't want to use like hot water, okay? Because it's just not good. It's going to just take all of the moisture out of your hair. And this is especially important when rinsing out your conditioner. Now, when rinsing it out during the shampoo process, it's okay to use like lukewarm, but I still want to use extremely hot. So that's what I'm just doing here. I started out by using a cleansing shampoo. Now, whatever brand you like to use, that's completely up to you. As long as you're using some type of cleansing shampoo when you go in that first time, this is the reason why I prefer to use a cleansing shampoo. And it's not really what I prefer, is that's what you should be doing. But you want to go in with a cleansing shampoo because this gets all of the product and buildup, all that stuff out of your hair, okay? So you don't want to go in putting moisture in your hair and hydration and all these other types of things before you actually cleanse the hair. That just doesn't make sense, right? Exactly, okay. So that is why you always go in first with a cleansing shampoo, okay? So, and it doesn't have to say cleansing. Sometimes it may say clarifying. So clarifying is also cleansing the hair as well. So those are just keywords to look for when, you're trying to find the best shampoo for your hair. Try to find something that says cleansing or clarifying or, things in that nature. So now the second time I wash my hair, I'm going to be honest with you guys, and this is just what I did on my hair in particular, but I mixed cleansing shampoo and the moisture shampoo together for my second shampoo. And then for my third shampoo, I just strictly went in with the moisture repair shampoo by itself. After that, that's when I used the hydrating conditioner, and then I rinsed that out in cold water, okay? And I actually needed it because sometimes you just need to let cold water run on your body, get your blood pumping right. So after that, now it's time to blow dry my hair out. So y'all can see how my hair looks after, a fresh wash. You see what it looks like? It shrinks up. It's just all over the place, baby. I look like I could have played the role in Chucky, honey, because that's what it's giving. So now I'm just going in with some serum, like a heat protectant serum. And I can't remember what brand that is. I'm going to put it down below in the description box because I really cannot remember the name of it right now. But I blow dry my hair by parting my hair off in 4 sections. This is just easier for me because it ensures that I'm blow drying and getting everything blow dried out and as good as possible, because especially when you're going to like straighten your hair out, the blowouts in your blow drying process is very, very an important step. So if your hair is not completely blow drying out all the way, your silk press, it may not come out the way you want it to. So it's important that you like thoroughly go through and blow dry your hair. I'm using a Dyson Blow Dryer. I do feel that the type of blow dryer you use is also important too. But don't worry, if you can't, afford a good blow dryer, then that's okay. It's as long as you know what you're doing and you know how to get that hair straight. If you need to use a brush while you blow drying it out, whatever you need to do to get that hair as straight as possible before you go in with that flat iron or Marcel irons or whatever it is that you use to straighten your hair, that's good. But the key is to make sure that your blowout gets your hair as straight as possible. So when you go to straighten your hair, that part should be pretty much a breeze, okay? So, now the Dyson blow dryer is pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. Some other good blow dryers are, I know before I got this blow dryer, I was using the Silverbird blow dryer. That's a really good blow dryer. It also gets very hot. The only thing that I do not like about the Silverbird blow dryer is the attachment on it. It's kind of made of like a rubber material, like the cone part. So it's like when you're, being that it gets so hot, sometimes it burns the rubber part. So it's like, and they don't sell the attachment by itself. So in order to like replace it, it's like you would all basically have to buy a whole new blow dryer. But while using it, I think I did ended up finding a universal replacement to attach the comb in the beauty supply store, but I can't remember. It's been so long since I used that blow dryer, but I think for the time being, I just had started using like a brush, like a blow drying brush to blow dry it out, and I just did it that way. But that way is very tiring to me. I just rather use a blow dryer with the comb on it and, get the job done, because this probably took me all of about 10 minutes to blow dry my hair out, like really, really good, okay? So, yeah. So that is just a very, very important step. And as you all know, I think I said it in one of my last videos, but I did cut my hair off in June. So I did get it cut into like a short bob. My hair was like a little bit longer than this, but it is growing back like really just healthy and full, and yeah, like I'm liking it so far. So I tell all my girls, when you are a person that wears like wigs and stuff like that a lot, well, not even if you wear wigs, but you should just always be taking care of your natural hair in between whatever styles it is that you're wearing. Because yes, wearing wigs and all that type of stuff, it is a protective style. So, and I know a lot of people may agree to disagree, and people say, oh, wigs take their hair out and take their edges out. But I've been wearing wigs for years now, and they've helped my hair. So, like, since wearing wigs, this is like the most fullest and healthiest my hair has ever been. The reason why I had to cut off my hair is because a lot of times when I would take wigs off and just wear my real hair in between, or I didn't have enough time to like do something to my hair because of working and doing clients, I would literally just throw my hair in a ponytail, and I would wear that ponytail for like 2 weeks at a time. And you know that wearing ponytails is just not good. It's going to break your hair off. So it was like when I was taking my hair down and getting it straightened, or, whatever the case may be, I was noticing, because I would try to like trim my ends in between. And I was like, why is the middle of my hair like very short? It was just so broken off and damaged. And that's when I realized, oh, it's because I'm always wearing those ponytails. So when you wear your hair in those ponytails, it's like the middle of your hair is breaking off. So that's why I just took this wig off. I had a wig on before this. I took it off yesterday. No, I actually took it off this morning. But I was like, we're not going to throw this hair in a ponytail. If I'm going to wear my hair, let's actually do something to it. And plus, I wanted to see just, how my hair was coming along, how it was looking and that type of stuff. So, yeah, it still looks good to me. Well, you guys are going to see in a second when I, straighten it all out. But the flat irons that I'm using are the Babyliss Flat Irons. I think I said in one of the last videos about the Babyliss Flat Irons, about them being on TikTok. I don't think they are the brand Babyliss Flat Irons, but these exact flat irons I have seen on TikTok. I don't know if they are the same ones, but they look just alike to me. So if they are cheaper on TikTok, you may can try those out. I don't know if they're the same. I don't know if the quality is the same, because I got these from Ulta and I paid a good bit for them. So, yeah. Well, actually, my husband did, but that's okay. Anyway, but yeah, pretty much all the products and tools and stuff that I use, I don't like using cheap products when it comes to dealing with hair, my hair, anybody else's hair. Everything I have is going to always be top quality, okay? Even most of the products that I do use, I get them out of Cosmo Prof or, professional salon stores that you can buy your products from. So, yeah, I mean, if you serious about your hair, you're trying to take care of your hair, you can't just be buying anything. And I'm not saying that you have to, spend a whole lot of money, because if you're someone at home that's just trying to take care of your hair, it shouldn't really be that expensive. But especially for me as a hairstylist, and I'm responsible for doing other people's hair, I can't be buying cheap products and people are paying me to do their hair. Like that's kind of messed up. But anyway, I also kept my hair in the 4 sections that they were in when I put it back in the 4 sections that it was in when I blow dried it, and I basically just kind of straightened my hair out in those sections, because I feel like that's just easier to do instead of just trying to do it in big sections, especially when you're doing your own hair and straightening your own hair. And I can't even see the back of my head, so y'all can see what I'm doing better than I can see. But for me to kind of have a better feeling of what's going on back there, it's just better for me to do it in sections. And honestly, even when I do my client silk presses and stuff like that, I also do it in sections, because I just feel like you get a better you can just better straighten it out when it's in sections, because you focus more on actually getting the hair all the way straight instead of doing it in big sections. That's just my opinion. I'm pretty sure the hair can still get straight in bigger sections, or however you choose to do it, especially if you have, good flat irons, good products, and that type of stuff. So notice that I did not put like any oil or anything like that on my scalp, but I did use the heat protectant serum. When doing a silk press, it just kind of defeats the purpose of washing your hair and getting all that product out, because if you go in and add a whole bunch of more product to your hair after you wash it, especially when doing a silk press, it's just going to weigh your hair down. And that's why I didn't put any other product on my hair besides a heat protectant, because my hair is already fine. So I knew if I put too much product in my hair that it was just going to be oily and weighed down. And that is not what I wanted. I wanted my hair to be flowy and have body. I don't plan on wearing the silk press for, that long. But while I am wearing it, I don't want it to be stiff. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be putting on another wig soon. So when I put that wig on and braid my hair down, of course, we'll put some oil in my hair then. But as long as you moisturize your hair during your shampoo and you put that hydration in there, rinse it out with the cold water, the moisture will still be in your hair. That's why it's important to rinse your hair out with cold water, because if you rinse it out with hot water, you're just rinsing away all of the moisture and hydration that you just put into your hair, because the hot water is just going to I always forget how to like thoroughly explain it, but it just takes the moisture out of your hair. Like it's gonna like bust open the follicles back open, and everything that you just put into your hair is just basically gonna be gone with the hot water, because it's hot water. So just think about how you'll see if you try it at home and you rinse your hair out with hot water, it's going to be like dry and just feel, it's not going to feel good. But when you rinse it out with cold water, you're going to feel a big difference in how your hair is still soft. It still feels, luxurious, and just because you kept that moisture in there by rinsing it out with cold water. Okay? But make sure that you still thoroughly rinse it out. Even though it's cold, you still want to make sure that you're still, rinsing everything out properly. But anyway, not too much on that. So I did want to do a side part today, because my goal that I want to achieve today, so I put rollers in my hair after I got done straightening everything out, right? But I don't want it to be like curled, because I still wanted my hair to be pretty much straight, but I wanted to put rollers in my hair because I wanted to give my hair a little bit volume. Like I said, and as you can kind of pretty much see, my hair is more on the finer side. So whenever I straighten my hair out, I feel like my hair looks very thin. That's just my opinion. Somebody else may think otherwise, but I think my hair is very, very thin whenever I do straighten it out. And I didn't want my hair to look like flat to my head. I wanted it to have volume and like have a little fluff to it. So I was like, let's try to put rollers in my hair to, give it a little bump to it. I don't want it curled, but I just want it to be lifted up a little bit more so it won't look so flat to my head and just look extra, extra thin. So I didn't want to have to go over my hair twice using heat to get that bump that I wanted, because I could have easily just went in with my T3 curling iron, the 1.75, like the big curling barrel. But I didn't want to add heat to my hair twice. So I just decided to use the rollers, and I kept them in for like an hour and 30 minutes. I didn't leave them in that long because, like I said, I wasn't trying to go for my hair to be like curled or anything. And that's why I used the really, really big ones, because I knew to get like curls or anything, I would have had to use the smaller ones, but I specifically wanted a specific look. I still wanted my hair to be straight, but I just wanted a little bump and volume and fluffiness to it, if that makes sense. But if it doesn't, you'll see it in a second. But anyways, y'all, I do want to apologize because I haven't been as consistent lately with posting and uploading videos. Well, to me, I haven't. For the month of August, I had to take my post-license course for my real estate license. I got my real estate license last year in October of 2023. And after you get your license, you have to take a post-license course. And it's a total of 25 credits. And you have to do this within a year of having your license. So October is about to come up again, which this is something that I should have been did, but business just it had got really, really busy after I got done with taking the course to get my license or whatever, and I just had a lot going on, so I haven't really had the time. I'm not going to say I haven't really had the time. I just did not make the time. That's the truth. But I was like, okay, girl, no more procrastinating. A year is creeping up on you really, really fast, so you need to go ahead and get this course out of the way, because I got to make sure I keep my license. I didn't work this hard and come this far to get my license and not be doing everything that I'm supposed to do. So I had to take that class for the whole month of August, like 3 times a week from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So that's kind of like what I've been doing. So I would literally get off work, go straight to the class, And I also have a 2-year-old son and a husband. So I haven't really had time to like really fit much else into my schedule. I haven't even really been posting just like regular content or anything because I had been so busy with that. But hey, you got to do what you got to do when you're trying to be successful. You got to sacrifice some things to, make sure everything stays in motion. So, yeah, that's just what it takes. Sacrifice. So that's what I had to do. So now we're back to posting the videos, and I'm just going to try to be consistent as possible with making sure that I post something every week. I'm trying my best to make sure that I at least post something every week. So I was like, okay, I think that this will be a good video, especially if somebody wants to, do their own hair at home or just wear their real hair. I can show a quick video of how I do my own hair when I want to wear my real hair. And maybe this will be helpful for them or somebody to, get their hair bone straight and silky and show y'all what products I use and stuff like that. Now, y'all, look at my hair. I'm not gonna lie. It looks so good. Like, it really does. Especially, like, since from the last time that I got it cut, it has definitely grown in length. It is way, way more thicker than it was, too. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place talking right now. But I did want to also add, I did a poll on Instagram, and I was supposed to go live on YouTube, but the topics that people had requested for me to talk about on my live were so good that I'm just thinking about making them into YouTube videos. So I had a couple of people say that they wanted to talk about how I transitioned from working a 9-to-5 to being a full-time entrepreneur and hairstylist and all of the above. So I think that will be my next video. So if that is something that you guys are interested in or want to know my story and how I've managed to, work a 9-to-5 and transition to being a full-time entrepreneur for like the past, 6+ years, 6-7 years. Yeah, I've never worked a 9-to-5 in the past 6 to 7 years. Self-employed, literally. I've never had to fill out an application. I thought about it. Sometimes we have those days where we like, you know what, this is it. I can't do this no more. I'm going to be real and transparent with y'all. Yes, if you go to my Google search sometimes, when I'm just over it and I have those days, I definitely be going to fill me out a job application. But for some reason, every time I look at the jobs and then I look at the pay and then I look at the hours, I'm like, okay, girl, you tripping. Like, just calm down. You're just having a little episode. It's okay. You'll get over it. We're going to try this again tomorrow. But that is just, me being transparent with y'all. Like, yes, I do have those thoughts. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all and just act like being a full-time entrepreneur and self-employed just all glitz and glam, because I know that's what y'all see on the internet. Everybody just makes it look so good. So that is, in fact, not the case. You're going to have bad days, especially when you're self-employed. Everything is based on self. Like, it's all up to you how your life turns out, how your business turns out. You don't have nobody, over your shoulder telling you what to do and when to do it. That is totally up to you. And if you're not disciplined enough to do what you have to do, then you're going to have to go back to that 9-to-5. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5. Being an entrepreneur is definitely not for everybody. But let me not talk too much, because at this point, this is going to be the video of, getting into all of that. But that's just a topic that just brings me, I get excited when I talk about stuff like that. So I'm very excited to do a video on that. So yeah, that's pretty much what my next video will be about. So I'm excited to do that, you guys. But yeah, now back to this. This was my first time ever putting rollers in my hair. I did try it before. I want to say like way, way, way earlier this year, like at the beginning of this year. And I didn't know what I was doing. It just was not working out. So I didn't even finish doing it. I just took it out and I was like, whatever, this is cool how it is. But Girl, come on now. You're a hairstylist. You can do it. You done did all this stuff before. It's been a minute, but you know how I'm not gonna lie, I have never used Velcro rollers. So I guess that was, the part that was just throwing me off. But I've definitely done a roller set before. But yeah, my hair was kind of like very, very silky. And I guess something that I could have done was use some like pins to secure it more. But unfortunately, my pins were at the shop, like the ones that I wanted to use. And by the time I realized I didn't have any, I was already in the middle of, doing my hair. And I wasn't finna stop just to go to the store and get no pins. I'm just like, you know what? It's Velcro. It better stick. It better stay. If it don't, oh well, I'll be okay. And then I did have some pins at the house, but I use those pins. My husband has locks, so it's all type of product can build up in those pins and stuff like that. They're too sticky for me to be putting in my hair. After I just gave myself this fresh silk press and washed my hair, I'm not using those pins. So these rollers had to, do what they was going to do, or else just wasn't going to be doing nothing. But yeah, so pretty much at this point, I did take like big sections of my hair to put the rollers on because they were big. Like I said, I didn't want to use like a lot of them because they were already big. I have a small head. I probably could have used a few more, especially in that front section. But I literally I had these at my shop. So I had went by my shop a couple of days ago to get the stuff, which that is when I also forgot to get the pins. Y'all, if I have to go to work and I don't have to actually work, I'll be trying to go in there and grab what I got to get and get on up out of there. So it's like I always end up leaving something. But I just grabbed a few and I was like, okay, this should be enough. I shouldn't have to use like all of these because for some reason, every time I have to go to the shop and get something and then bring it back home, stuff always end up getting lost at home, especially being around my son. He will just get into everything. So I was like, you know what, I'm not finna just bring all this stuff. I'm gonna just bring a few because I know for a fact that some stuff is gonna go missing if I bring all this stuff to the house. So yeah, but this is pretty much what it's looking like right now. It's not looking too good. But at this point, I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna pray that this works. And we're going to see what it's looking like when I take this out, okay? That front one, I definitely wish that I had a pin because it just kept rolling forward. But in my head, I'm just praying like, okay, I'm going to keep this in for like an hour and some change, and we're going to see what it's giving. So at this point, I'm taking it out, and I'm like, okay, it's still straight. It's not curled. I see a little bump. So we might be doing a little something, And as I'm just taking it out, it was Velcro, so it was kind of like pulling on my hair a little bit, but I'm like, okay, it looked like it did give me a little bit of volume of what I was looking for. And by this time, it was also time to go pick up my son from school, but I didn't really have no choice but to just take it out because I know that I wasn't finna go up at that boy's school looking like that. But y'all, I was impressed about how this came out. Like, it really gave me a lot of volume. Like, look at that. You see how it gave me that bump and that volume? It doesn't look like flat and just laid down to my head. And I didn't have to use any extra heat to go back in and add that volume. And, like, it's given. Like, this is literally the exact look I was going for. I did wish that I wanted to go in and cut my bang, y'all, so bad. But I couldn't because I did cut my hair. When I did get my hair cut, I got it cut like in a middle part bob. And I know that I am a middle part girly. Like sometimes when I wear my real hair, I do wear my hair in the middle part. So I was going to be so mad if I would have cut my hair because then it was going to be kind of uneven. So I was like, you know what? It's cute like this. We're gonna let it rock out like this. It is still kind of short right there in that front bang area. It wasn't as short as I wanted it to be. But I wasn't about to cut my hair. But just look at how healthy and shiny and just look at the body, the volume. Everything was just giving what it was supposed to give. But we have now come to an end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, give me some feedback, share, do all of that, and make sure that y'all tune in to my next video. Bye.